Hi, my name's Kelly. I am a CBT therapist and forensic psychologist. And today I wanted to talk to you about all the things that have been part of my career or my day-to-day life that I did not expect when I started out in the career that I did. Being a psychologist or a therapist, that you just assume that you're going to work in your career maybe within a particular service, and that's going to be it. But for me, there has been a plethora of things that I have found out that I have to do or I've got involved in. So I've broken it down into a couple of different areas, but to start with, it's the business side. I could probably talk about this for quite some time, but it's something that going out in private practice, I just never fully understood the amount of work that you'd have to do to run a business. Yes, you're giving therapy or you're doing psychological assessments, but the business part of it is so important and it's vital. First of all, you have marketing. So whether that is through online directories, whether that is in newspapers or local shops or businesses, social media, we'll probably talk more about that, but marketing is a massive part. You need to sell yourself. Ultimately, you are your product. And therefore, you have to obviously want people to come and work with you. And that can feel really, really uncomfortable as a therapist, selling yourself. It's a tricky one, and it's something that I suppose maybe it's got a little bit easier, but still not so much. And it's something that I don't think it's going to go away. And it's something that you have to really see how you feel comfortable to market yourself. As I said, social media is something that I've fallen into. It's something that I enjoy, but it's something that is really, really time consuming. It takes up a lot of your time to really understand how to make it work, and it's constantly changing. I try and use different platforms, but then one of them falls down. So being able to be a semi-expert, at least knowledgeable in social media, is something that I never thought that I would have to consider in this role, but it's something that has become a major part of my business, my brand, and it sounds so cheesy saying that, or it feels so cheesy, and it's that you are your brand, and that obviously comes in with that. There's a social media aspect, and then still with marketing, like figuring out if you want to do business letters or promotional materials, sorting out a website, and then with that photo shoot, I had to do a photo shoot. Never in a million years did I think as a psychologist or a therapist I would have to do a photo shoot. But I did. And that's that. But all of those elements, and there's probably loads more, but are all part of the business side. And then you've got your finances, your accounting, your invoicing, you're keeping up to date with all the kind of the ingoings and outgoings, making sure you do your tax returns. It's just mind-boggling, but it's something that you have to do in private practice. And then there are other parts that I suppose are more of a deviation that maybe not everyone has to do or does do. But I suppose even the other parts that not everyone has to, or everyone has social media that goes out in private practice as a psychologist or therapist. But for me, something that I ended up doing was creating ebooks, creating Kindle books. Something that again was just wild to me that's where my career could go, but it has, and I'm grateful for it. And then even for the future, developing apps. I've been involved in developing apps, and now I'm looking to develop my own. And then digital planners, actual paper books I've commented on, and I've been in books that other people have written. I've been like a guest author, but to write my own book, and that's where kind of I see my future going. But it's just to show the breadth of what you do when you run a private practice, and all the things that I do. Most of those things will come into my head on a daily basis, whether it's I need to post on social media, thinking about the times I need to post on social media, making sure I've got the content there, making sure that I'm following up any leads if people email me from the website, or if people have DM'd me, if I need to start writing the next newsletter. So it's a daily occurrence, and it's something I'm grateful for because I love what I do, but it's just something that I never ever thought that I would be doing. So I hope that gives you an insight into more what it's like in this career and all the amazing kind of avenues it can end up going down. Thank you. Please like and subscribe and check out some of my other videos. Cheers.